language are called alphanumerics. A, B, C, A through Z, and 1 through 10, or 1 through 100. So you've got to be able to make them equate each other. Okay? The next one is, if you start with C, the alphabetical C board, let's start with A. The alphabetical C board is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then it repeats, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. However, for whatever reason, it's better to start with C than A. And it makes it a little bit more complex, but not too bad. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So we talked about on your keyboard, because you need to have those 8 fingers, you only got 5. So the good Lord only gave you 5, but you need to turn 5 into 8. And there are various tricks that we use to do that. Okay? But anyway, C, D, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. They're all exactly the same. And at some point, you'll have to start using them interchangeable. When I say it's in the key of sol, that's going to mean G. They do this more in Mexico and South America than we do. We use a national numbering system. So, back to the clock. It's also called a clock of keys, if you want to write that down. Circle of fifths or clock of keys. Most of you know a clock. $12 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So make yourself a clock. 15 o'clock. 45 o'clock. Okay? So 15, 30, 45, an hour. And now divide it into parts. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 35 minutes, 40 minutes. So far that's relatively simple, right? You all know that. We've all studied it. In school, we all know how to read a clock. And the circle of fifths is based on this pattern. So you're going to learn the circle of fifths based on what we call the clock of keys. So it's just like a clock. This is going to be C up here, C, G, F. C, G, F. Do any of you have your handouts from last week? If you do, get it out. It's a good time to get it out. Look at the handout from last week, you'll see this here near the last few pages. Let's see what page it's on.
10.
Page 10? Okay, page 10. You'll see a block up here. This is the first thing that you have to learn or memorize. So some things you have to go by rote. This block up here, F, C, G. And that's probably as far as we're going to get during the 3-month course. And this is 1 sharp, which is a pound sign, and 1 little b, which is a flat. So this is a flat side. This is a sharp side.
What was the sign for a flat?
Any questions so far?
What was the sign for a flat? The pound sign.
No, like this.
Okay. I thought there was for the sharp, but the flat is the little B.
That's this thing or not my writing.
That's a sharp. So
I tell people I can't even read my own writing.
So the G
B
is what and the
sharp
F?
is
That's a sharp.
Huh?
Yeah.
Flat is a little b.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a flat.
That's what she is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This is a flat side over here. this side.
Okay, thank you.
So if you go around the clock, you're going to hit all the sharps first.
Okay.
So more than likely, that's about all that we're going to be playing. High school bands that have lots of horns will be playing flats. But most string instruments, pianos, organs, violins, and so will play a lot of sharps. Okay, that you must memorize. C is at 12 o'clock. G is where?
Is 10, 1 o'clock.
No, going this way.
Is 1 o'clock.
Okay. F,
Is 11 o'clock.
good. Next thing you must memorize is the word bead. B-E-A-D. B-E-A-D. Okay. So if you're going to go this way, let's go this way first in flats. We're going to use that less often. I got another one to try it. That one wasn't doing it, so. B, D, D, D. Better? Okay. B, B-E-A-D. So that's not too hard. Memorize this, and then this block here. This block here, you're going to start over here on G, D, and we're going to go backwards. We're going to go B, E, A, D. B, E, A, D. And again, if you look at the handout, I've got another block there. And another block. Gotta get that D in there. Another block there. So depending on which way you want to go, some people like to memorize this going this way. Actually, it's easier to memorize going this way. B-E-A-D, blank, B-E-A-D. This one, you'll probably never have to learn. Okay. Once you get that, the next concept should not be too hard. This is 1 sharp, 2 sharps, 3 sharps, 4 sharps, 5 sharps. Go this way, it's 1 flat, 2 flats, 3 flats, 4 flats, so on. So if you look at the handout there, that's very well defined there. The next thing that's relatively important, if you look at the handout, you'll see these are divided into minutes. How many minutes? 5 minutes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, put up your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody got that? So take here and put your thumb on C. C, D, E, F, G. And you come to G at 5 minutes. That's your circle of fifths we're going around now. Start with G, G, A, B, C, D. D is the next one. Put up your hand again. D. D, E, F, G, A. A is the next one. So it should start making some sense. It's a circle of fifths. What that means on your keyboard is 1, look, we're unplugged. Modern day technology. On your keyboard, we went over last week and the week before. You've got to find that middle C. Middle C. And on the piano, there are how many middle C's? Helen?
1.
No, I'm sorry, how many C's?
Oh. 8.
8 on the piano. Piano's got 88 keys, so it's got 8 octaves. So there are 8 C's, generally speaking. Okay? You have to find middle C. Middle C is C4. Because it's C1, C2, C3, C4. So you must find middle C to understand music. Middle C and above is high. Soprano, and so on. High. So you just have to think high. Then you go down, I'm sorry, high is C4, C5, C6, C7, C8 if there was one. Below C1 is low. Below middle C will be all your low tones. Now, music is divided again into 3 parts. If you listen to any music at all, you'll find that more than likely it's going to consist of 3 parts. Very low parts, very middle parts, and very high parts. Usually the high part is what we sing or we play the melody on. Okay? The low is usually the bass, called the heartbeat of the piece. That's what dancers need. They need that rhythm. Middle is usually where the guitar plays. Bass, chord, bass, guitar, bass, guitar. Then the melody is on top of that. So your rhythm is set by the low and the middle instruments. Okay, any questions? Again. C, D, E, F, G. And again, in multisensory learning, you don't have to be good at singing. I tell people I can't sing good, but I can sing loud. The bottom line is try to get that tone in your head so that you and the rest of your sensory systems understand. Everybody, let's try it. So, music is only meant for 3 things, generally speaking, in our society. One, we either play it for dancers, which is probably the most common and where you make the most money in music. 2, you accompany a singer. Many times the singer accompanies himself. And 3, you play for an audience, which is our society is way down at the bottom. Very few people go to symphonies anymore. Very few places have symphony. The closest symphony I guess we've got is probably in Austin area, or maybe Waco. I think Temple has one once in a while, but music to sit down and be enjoyed as a concert is not as high priority in our society as it used to be. But anyway, one of the 3. So more than likely, somebody's going to want to sing with you playing, or you're going to want them to sing. I tell people I don't play as entertainment. If they will sing, I'll play for them. If they'll dance, I'll play for them. But I just don't sit there and plunk the keys for them. But that's me. If you like doing it, then that's great. Some people just like performing. Okay? So back to the circle of fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. C, D, E, F, G. Now, to move forward, and that's where the class is today, to move you forward from the last 2 weeks, you take that thumb and put it on where?
Third.
Number 5, C, D, E, F, G, and now the thumb is going to go on G. That's the 5th. Okay, now we're going to get into middle music. That's the part that you sing against, or you play the melody against. Middle music will be the harmony that goes with it, the harmony. So the first chord, and that's all in the handouts, we went over that last week. First chord is based on here, number 1.
That's
One. Roman numeral 1 is how most of our Romance language music systems teach it. Nashville system is just number 1. This is 5 because it's 5 up there. 5 minutes. C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is chord 5. And you just walk the scale up 5. This, going the other way, and we're not going to get into it a lot today, but it's called, if you go this way rather than this way, this becomes what is called the circle of fourths. 4. Not near as important as the circle of fifths to most of us. Therefore, this is number 4. Hopefully from last week this will start making a little sense, those of you who took the handout last week. So when we're doing a song based on number 1, it's a C chord, 1, 3, 5. A chord is 3 notes together that harmonize. So 1, 3, 5 on them and 1, 3, 5 on your fingers. Right. Put it up to G, number 5, 1, 3, 5. G, B, D. That's number 5. Then move down to number 4, F, A, C. So once you learn those chords for both hands, you'll be able to play on the keyboard, 2 hands, a couple thousand songs. Okay. Chord 1 is based on, up here, number 1. Chord 5 is based on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Chord 1. The chord is 1, 3, 5. C, D, G. Use 1, 3, 5. Get in bad habits right off the start. 1, 3, 5. Get used to using that picky. It's going to be weak, and it's not going to like being used.
What is it?
So 1, 3, and 5 is basic.
Then G. 1, 3, 5.
So that's
For all of these chords. For all these chords we're talking about. G, B, D. 1, 3, 5. G. And F, A, C. What you're going to have to do as much as possible under the theory part of your practice session, get those fingers working, left and right hand, and do that up and down that keyboard, as big as the keyboard is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got to get that, so pretty soon it's like throwing the basketball or the football. It's muscle memory. It just automatically